guys. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Tony, and I will be doing a pick a card reading for you today. Um, I would like to start with letting you know that these are general messages, and this is a collective reading, so some it may or may not resonate with you. So take what you want and leave behind the rest. Okay. Um, Also, the reason why I'm doing this reading, it's a reading on. I was wanting to look at kind of breaking a cycle that you were in, and I wanted to pull from the major arcana for you to pick kind of the card from there because I watched this wonderful show this past weekend, and it kind of went through the major arcana cards and kind of talking about the cycles that you're in on them. So I picked out three that came out. I got the moon, the high priestess, and the sun. The moon cycle is not like the original wider rate, but it does have a wonderful moon cycle on it. It's all about a cycle. It's all about that new moon, which we just had, that waxing moon, the waning moon, the full moon, all of that. It's there. And then with the high priestess, it's wonderful because even though she has some of her symbols, I really feel in the cycle on the wheel of the major arcana, she's very early in her cycle. But I think with this card, the way she is sitting on the world, I don't think that you're early in a cycle. I think that this card is saying that you're kind of at the end because the world is the last card. So you're at an ending, actually. With the sun here, of course, the sun is very close to the end as well. There's only a few more cards afterwards, like Judgment and the World. So it's very close to hitting an end right there. And I think with this card, you know it. All right, so these are our three cards. Take a look and see if you're pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3, and we will get started. Thank you again for joining me. Thank you for the likes and the comments. Let's get started. Bye. Hello, pile 1. Remember, this is your message you picked, so let's get started. And remember, it's a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Okay, so let's get started. You picked this moon card, and on the bottom it says misinterpretation. Sometimes with the moon, you don't always get what you see. On the traditional moon card, there's a lot more moving parts. And this, I think, this wanted the focus to truly be on this cycle that you are in. And the cycle, I feel like it's like I'm really drawn to this new moon, which we just had. So it's really, I'm being really drawn to shadows and illusions and light coming in on these illusions with this. That's what the moon kind of does. It kind of shines when it gets to this full moon. That light really is you're going through it where you're getting a little bit at a time. And as things turn and as things change, as you open your conscious and subconscious up, you're getting more information. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled your cards already because I didn't want to do shuffling online. When I was shuffling, and the first card that flew out was the moon, I laughed. I said, "This is okay." So the moon really has a message to tell you. And then you have a reverse 8 of Pentacles, a 6 of Wands. Move this up just a little bit so we can try to get them all on screen here. And then we ended up with the Queen of Pentacles, and I thought, oh wow, that's beautiful with this moon energy. So let's look at what you need to know about this cycle that you're currently in. And the cycle is going to be based on you. So only you know what cycle that you're working on. If it's a cycling with a job, if it's a cycling with a relationship, if it's a cycle of the way you're taking care of your body, if it's a cycle of the way you think of the cycle that you've been working on. This is the cycle I'm talking about. This is the one, okay? with this, we have the moon. And so the moon card, this kind of looks more like the original moon card. It has, has that crawfish coming out of the water. It has the wolf and the dog and the pillars and the moon, and it has it has like the major working parts that you will find in the Rider-Waite deck. And so I really feel that as you work through your cycle, you're going to start like this. You're going to come out of this. You're going to slowly start coming out of this. And as you come out of this, you're going to, some of your desires are not desires that you need to tame will become tamed. This is what this is the dog and the wolf. This wolf is your desires, that part of you that wants to come out, that untamed part of you that's calling for the wild, that wants to be shared. And that part's going to shine for you. But parts of you that you want to bring into control or kind of have a more tamed, calm part about you, it's right there, and you know how to bring a balance to that. You know how to work through that. And that's what I'm really being called to, is that you're going to be able to work through these things that is really calling you when it comes to, because these animals, I feel like, are in the forefront in this picture, whereas the cycle want it to be shown in this one. So you're going to get this light. I feel like you're just getting this light that's going to illuminate. This illuminates. This is like that full moon illuminating that animal instinct part of you, that part that is wild and not tamed, and then that part that's domesticated. Like, what part of you is domesticated that needs to be freed, or what part of you is so wild that it needs to be, tamed a little bit. And those coming together, that brings that balance. And I think what this Eight of Pentacles is saying is that you have been working, and because it's in reverse, I'm taking it as an internal energy that's turning inwards to you. You have been doing the work. You have been learning about it. You've been finding ideas that will work for you, and ways and methods through probably reading. I'm getting, because I'm getting a lot of books and studies here by reading material. So you're looking at how this is going to work for you, how this is going to help you, and simply saying right here with the Six of Wands, you are going to be victorious over it. The hard work that you put in, even things that you didn't know about or did not understand, you're going to be victorious over all of it. Every single moving part of it, you are going to be victorious over it right here, because you did the work, you did the inner work that you needed, and now what's coming forth is you're gonna come forward and show what you have worked on. Like, say for instance, you've been really working on your body. You did the things that will help you. You did the studying of different nutrition things that would help you. You did the exercise. You did what worked for you and would make you victorious. And then you get to come forth and show that off. Say, hey, look, I've really worked hard at this. Look at my belly. Look at my arms. Look at my legs. Look, I, worked at this. And it doesn't have to be, health. It could be something else. Okay? I'm just giving you an example of what I'm getting from it. And so in the end, it's going to put you in this beautiful Queen of Wands energy. You are going to be very in touch with yourself and abundant within yourself. I think you're going to be abundant to others. I think you're going to be abundant to any new ventures that come into your life, and you're going to be very grounded. And you see how nurturing she is? And do you see the abundance, the animals? She's in touch with nature. She's in touch with everything around her. And that's what this really is going to bring. It's going to bring you into being in touch with yourself, every part of yourself. The parts of yourself that you didn't like shine light on, because those were parts of yourself that you disliked. You're going to start to love those parts of yourself as well, and be victorious over that. And as you do the work and the inner work, you will get to shine this victory light over it. And I want to give you a great affirmation I found for you. And it says, I know that I do not need to avoid making others uncomfortable by playing small. I am taking up space. And that's saying it's okay for you to take up space. Take up the space. It's okay for you to do that. Don't play small. Don't play small because others around you maybe are not doing the work and they don't want to see you thrive. That doesn't matter. This is for you, not them. And I love this card for you because if you look, there's these little faces on the jug, and it reminds me of like the man in the moon, and like a picture of a face in the moon. I just had to say that because that's what I got from that. Okay, so pile 1, I love your reading. You're doing so well in this cycle. Keep it up. It's like you see what's coming forth and you know what you need to do. So sorry about that. Someone was calling me. I will let you guys go. And again, thank you guys for your support. Have a great one. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Thank you guys for joining me. Remember, it's a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you again. So take what resonates and leave the rest. This one is all about the High Priestess, okay? So this is inner voice. And this is interesting because this High Priestess, if you looked at the cards before you picked, this High Priestess was in the middle. And pile 1 was the moon, and pile 3 was the sun. With that being said, the High Priestess has, in the original deck, there is, with the wider rate, there is more moving parts in that scene. But in this, what really stands off and what really comes out is this moon. So it really wants to focus on that moon energy that was on this side, which is that divine feminine energy, because that, the moon is divine feminine energy and the sun is actually divine masculine energy. And so what I'm seeing is that it really wants to focus on that nurturing energy, that nourishing yourself from within, because remember that you got that inner voice going on. And so it's kind of like following your intuition and kind of having your own gateway of knowledge. Okay, so I did a pre-shuffle to your cards that are coming out, and what I got was Justice. I'm going to tell you an interesting thing with this in just a minute too. And the Ace of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and then we have Death. So what is really interesting is on the moon, I'm just going to tell you, on the moon, the first card that came out was the moon. So I thought, oh, if the High Priestess has a High Priestess, I'm going to be like, wow, crazy. But it didn't. But it did. It was on the bottom of the deck. I did have the High Priestess come out. So it's a very important message for the High Priestess. So when we start with this Justice, I'm going to kind of go into, I was really drawn to go into the numerology of it all. Because with Justice, it is talking about truth. How much truth are you putting in with the sword? And it can't be, your truth has to be as light as this feather. And forms with justice and things coming to balance. And it kind of talks, Justice kind of talks about the work you put in is the work or the balance that is coming out. That's what I get from this Justice as well. Another thing with this Justice is, if you take the numerology of it, it's with it being 11. 11 is a master number, but you can take 11 and add, 1 and 1 together when you're breaking down numbers in numerology, and you're going to get 2. You're going to get this High Priestess. Again, because with this High Priestess, I talked about earlier that she She's early in the cycle. If you go around the major arcana cycle, she's number 2. You have 0, the Fool, and then you have the Magician, and then you have her. So with her, it's saying to me that yes, this is a beginning part of the cycle, but I don't think you are at the beginning of the cycle. I think you're close to an end of whatever cycle you're working on, because she is sitting on top of the world. And as you can see, this is her her intuition, the subconscious flowing right there. That flow flows through the whole major arcana. You have the Fool, and then you have the Magician, and then you have her. And if you, I'm gonna pull this out so you can know. This blue dress here, it flows through the whole major arcana in every single card, because that is the energy that flows through everything. That's the knowing energy. That's your intuition. That's your all in the mind energy. It's all that you know, and every part of it's a working part that's in every single major arcana. Right here, you can see in the Justice, this is flowing all right here. All that blue, it flows right through here. If you want to look at Death, it's in Death when, in the original scene of Death, there's a little river with the boat behind it, and that's part of it too. And I think they put it in here with these birds right here with the blue. So this, even though it's early on, like it's early on the cycle, you're at the end of it, because you have done something that it's time for justice to be served. For that, whatever you put in, whatever, again, general message. So whatever you stepped your foot forward on, that work, it is going to bring a new beginning for you, creatively, emotionally. It's something for you that you know. It can, and with this cup, could be a new beginning with a creative project, starting a new creative project, starting a new creative business, starting a new, new friendships, new friendship groups, new relationships. This can be anything. And it can be love. It can be a lot of things. But you will know what this new beginning is and what it is, because you have stepped your foot forward to take the actions to bring this forth. You've done something to bring in this justice. And the justice sits smack there at the ending of a cycle, at the beginning of the cycle of the tarot, with the major arcana, where it starts, boom, it's time to start another section, and you did something, whatever you did, and you'll know that. I won't, to bring that forth. And so as this comes forth, you are going to start off as this page. That's why this page of this is my page. This is Page of Coins, but this Page of Pentacles here is that you are going to come forth like a fawn, to learn, to get the knowledge that you need in this world, and so that you can move forth and what you want to do, because you have a new beginning there. So just taking what comes forth and learning and working with what comes your way, and taking it all in, and being curious about it, kind of like what's going on. And I love that this is full of green. To me, with this green, it feels like with the green, I feel like you're going, it kind of reminds me of the heart chakra, where you're going in with it with an open heart, an open mind, an open heart. You're just open. You're open to these new ideals. You're open to letting things come in. And that's what this Page of Pentacles is pushing off to me. And as you do that, it's going to finally bring an ending to something else. There is going to be an ending and clearing out of a real ending, a real rebirth. This right here, you did something that's going to start something new for you. And as you work and learn with this newness, it's going to finally bring an end to your cycle. So your cycle's coming to a very end. That's why I said you're on the world. You're at that cycle. You are very close at your end. So whatever this new is that's coming in, or you just came in, you need to start working on it and accept things with an open heart. And as that, with that acceptance, there is going to be an ending, um, which is interesting because I actually had two crows in my window just a while ago, and there's two right there. So this ending is coming very soon because they were very close. So I can say it's very soon. I wanted to leave you with an affirmation. It says, I know that I will attract everyone and everything aligned with my purpose. I am magnetic. So know that you are magnetic. Know that with this vase that you have right here, that you have, the moon, that feminine energy flowing. And I feel like things are flowing and coming to you as you need them. People are coming, situations coming, anything that you're needing, you're aligning with that, and that's coming in for you. Okay, Paul, too, thank you so much for letting me read for you today and look at things for you and your cycle that you're going on. Remember, if you want to, you can like, you can comment down below, subscribe. You guys have a great one. Thank you. Bye. Hello, Pile 3, my sun people. Thank you for joining me today. I want to remind you that this is a general message, so it may or may not resonate with you. So take what does and leave the rest, okay? Wow, what the sun is telling me in your reading. When I saw the sun, I thought, it says positivity on the bottom. Okay? The sun energy is actually a masculine energy. But the sun is all about, it's all about that. It's a really great energy. It's not bad energy at all. It's a joyful process. It's this constant light. It's this just kind of this direct source, like a flame. Like, some people need the sun. It if you can think about it, think about you being in a cloudy place and it's cloudy all the time. It gets really draining, and then you go out into the sun and you feel a lot more vibrant. It's like it's kind of like these mountains are hiding the sun from you in your cycle. It's kind of like, I have to get past these mountains so I can get to the sun, and I'm so close. What do I need to do? What direction do I need to go into? And that's what and I think you have been using positivity, and you've been trying to stay positive through this. Like, I can get through this. You have been probably trying to do the work and figuring it out and looking to see, how do I get over this? How do I get over these mountains? What do I need to do? I really want to get to the other side where the sun is at, because the sun is at the very end of the cycle in the tarot journey. You just have like judgment and the universe after you. So you are really close, but I think these mountains that are blocking your path forward are maybe it's some mountains from within you, things that you don't want to, that you're not seeing. So I did a pre-shuffle, and this is what I got. I have a 5 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 4 Cups. I'm going to bring these down so we can see those. Okay. And then a 5 of Swords. This was a very interesting pull to me, because we have Wands, which is like movement, action, passion, energy, all of that. And also it can be spirituality with those wands. And then you have these cups full of emotion right here, full of intuition. And then you have this sword, truth. That sword just vibrated, thinking, but rational truth. And then you have 5, 4, and then 4, 5. So you have like repeating numbers. So your message is is working with numbers. It's working with Oh yeah, I think really what it's saying is look at the numbers in this. Look at them, and I really felt that there should have been. I don't know why, but I kept feeling, oh my god, I feel like a tower should be on top of this. And I did look at the bottom to see what was there, and at the bottom was the King of Wands. So he might you might take that energy and step into action. Um, if you don't go on the ego route of him, and you go on the route of okay, I'm taking action this way, and you see it, and you take action. Let's read the cards, okay? I'm going into everything, so let's read the cards. So with this Five of Wands, I feel like there has been a push of this energy, like a strong push for you to see something. Um, it's a general message, so it's what you need to see. What do you need? What do you need to see? Maybe with something in your career. Maybe what do you need to see in a relationship? What do you need to see in how you are, um, how you're spending your day to day, how you're spending your time. It could be any of those things. So I want you to think of what has been pushing at you to see. What do you need to see? And you've been kind of just like, and you're just pushing it to the side. Think of that thing that you've just been pushing to the side that's kind of major, that you need to see and face it. That's what this card's telling me right here. It's time to face it. Yes, this four could be a really great card. This four of wands is all about security, that secure marriage or having stability, all of that. But guess what? It falls against another four, and this is a Four of Cups. And if you can look, you can kind of see that he is looking up at this cup, but it's actually a reflection on this Four of Wands. Like, I need to really look at this. Is my heart, my emotions, my feelings, is it really in this? Or am I just staying there because it's secure and because it's stable and because I'm playing it safe? When fours are good security and foundation, all that, but when they start falling together like this, it's also saying that you're being stagnant and that you are staying in something because it's safe. You're staying in something because you even fear the unknown. It could be any of those little things with these fours, and that's what I'm getting here, and that's why he's looking up and he's thinking that, and that's really what's being called and looked at here. As you keep looking, this five comes in again. This five has came in and has tried to shake this up, and no. You kind of ignored it. You're just like, I'm gonna stay positive about it. Everything's gonna be fine. Kind of like everything's just fine. I'll just keep faking. I was watching someone and they the whole fake it till you make it. Yes, totally what she was talking about. Fake it till you make it. You turned away this five that came in and was like trying to shake this up. You kind of was just like, you looked at it and you glanced at it and you thought about it, but you didn't do anything. You just stayed positive and you kept faking it. And so this is why this five of swords came. And to me, Five of Swords, does talk about that whole self-sabotage or stabbing someone in the back or playing unfairly. But this is not him. This Five of Swords is pointing, see the truth. He is not stabbing in the back. He is facing forward. He's not turning his back. He's saying, look. He's saying, see the truth. Let's see the truth. It's time to see the truth. And that's why this five came back around. Because fives are about change. Fives are about mixing things up. They come in to kind of mix up the energy, to break up the energy, And he came back and he said that. He said, hey, no. No, 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 no. Even though you have this beautiful positive energy, yes, that's great. I'm glad you're there. But you're not facing the facts. You're not seeing the truth in something. And it's time to. And that's why this 5 is here. Okay? So, what is it in your life that you are not facing? That's what this is about. Okay? This is what this is about. Pile 3. Okay? And I got an affirmation for you, and it says, I know that all the wisdom I need to make the right decision lies within me. I'm intuitive. You know. That's why he said, you know. Again, and a confirmation is the sun. There's the sun. Same freaking sun is what you picked. You know what you need to do. And it lies within you. So, pile 3, thank you so much. And I want you to really just kind of look at what you need to look at and get into it and do what you need to do. You know what? I could feel this message, even though I didn't even pick this one, I could feel this message too for myself, okay? So, thank you guys so much for joining me. Please like, comment below, and you guys have a great day, okay? Bye.